Hello, my super cool friends on my phone. Welcome back to day 3 of 12 days of DBT. Today, for day 3, I wanted to do something a little bit more different, a little bit more calming, and a little bit more sensory related. So, we are going to engage in our one mindfully DBT skill because this is one of the skills that helps me whenever I get that restlessness feeling. That restlessness feeling like I'm waiting for the next ball to drop, like I have to wait for the next worst, terrible, traumatic thing that's going to happen in my life, which I guess is the nervous system preparing and expecting what it's always expected, but I'm not in a unhealthy, unsafe environment anymore, so that's what we're working on. Preparing that, letting my body know that we are safe, it's okay to relax, we're not in a rush, we're not going anywhere, you're not being hunted for sport, right? But obviously that is something that needs to be learned, needs to be taught. Neuroplasticity is real. We will get there. The one mindfully DBT skill is when you are doing one thing at a time with your full undivided attention to it. It means you're being fully present in the moment, no distractions, no multitasks, no jumping ahead and trying to get this done or get this or preparing for this before this happens. Nope, being present in the moment and doing one thing at a time. So that's why we are going to make some jewelry together. I use this technique as a mindfulness skill multiple times. And the first time I will say learned about this skill was when I was in the inpatient hospital for the first ever time when I was 14. My mother forcefully sent me there. In the common room, and we were all chilling. There was a little table that people were gathered around making little crafts, and I wandered my way over there, asked to be a part of it, and was shown how to do some cool crafts at the time. Now, trust me, I do not remember every single thing that was taught to me. Absolutely not. But there are some cool things that I was able to take with me, like how to make friendship bracelets. I was taught that in there. The jewelry part, I kind of did all of this because I was like, oh, quick hyperfixation on jewelry, because I was like, this is actually really helpful when it comes to distracting my brain. And it was a coping mechanism I had for a long time when I was younger. I used to make a whole bunch of jewelry, and I used to have a whole bunch of stuff to make it. And then I just stopped doing everything because it got so bad. I lost interest in living, so I obviously didn't keep my stuff around. I got rid of it. I like to do it in a sense of my brain won't shut up and I kind of need somewhere to put this energy. So we're going to put this energy into crafting, doing one of my favorite hobbies in a way that's not like demanding or choreful, more so like we're going to lock in because we're going to put what's in here out into the world and create something else with that. And I think a lot of people forget that BPD is not just emotions too. It can be physical chaos, right? The emotions can manifest into our bodies and we can show physical symptoms, which is actually scary. We're going to do one quick daily check-in in my DBT journal by the Mindful Wildflower. I am going to go ahead and check off the one mindfully skill for the day because we are doing that right now. We're going to participate. We're going to do this non-judgmentally. We're going to allow ourselves to be in the moment. Just a quick rating of the highest intensity we felt for each emotion that is listed on a scale of 1 to 10. They have joy, sadness, anger, shame, guilt, love, jealousy, envy, disgust, and fear. And another quick thing it asks is, what did you do in Wise Mind today and what other skills did you practice? I will say another skill I'd used today was my accept skills to communicate how I felt effectively to someone that did something that bothered me. So that is something that could be listed for that. Now I did a quick page in the journal. We're going to move on to the actual hands-on activity. Back to what I was saying. Even when I don't have anything I have to do, it feels like I need to be doing something important. That restlessness, that agitation. I get this really uncomfortable urgency that I'm supposed to be acting on something, even though there's nothing to be acting on. So I just have that built up restlessness, and it's annoying. So when I make jewelry, it gives that energy somewhere to land and somewhere to go without turning it into something destructive. Like, look, this one says your cover. I love that. And my hands get to stay busy. This is a hair clip that says FBPD, but yeah, my hands stay busy. My brain gets to lock in on these super cool tiny details and organization of what it takes to make jewelry. DBT says one mindfully, and it makes me think of like meditation type shit, right? But no, I'm not sitting here trying to be zen or enlightened in the slightest. It's more so like paying attention. Like, okay, I'm noticing I have all of these things in front of me. I have a pack of of keychains. I have beads. I notice the sound of the beads. I notice the feeling of the bead on my hand. I notice the color of the bead. The small details that are supposed to help pull you out of your brain for a second and focus on something else. Just for a second. It's obviously not going to be a big, drastic, oh my gosh, look at this, it's mesmerizing. I can't really lie. Nothing really does that for me unless I'm in like a huge aquarium with a whole bunch of different lights. I love lights. Lights really do it for me in that aspect. But yeah, no. It just helps pull me out of that whirlpool of where I feel like I'm about to do something impulsive just to stop feeling restless. Because like I feel like restlessness is absolutely emotional intensity with no direction to go. I feel like whenever I don't have that sense of direction, I start reaching for things that I most likely will regret later. So this tiny, repetitive, sensory focused task keeps me in my body long enough for the restlessness to pass. And that's the goal. Feeling will pass. I need to ride the wave, and doing something to help distract me and ride that wave is always the intention, is always the goal. It's like a little reminder that you can start something and not have to quit it halfway through and freak out because you're not as good at it as you would like. You don't get things your first try. We're going to make a hair clip accessory thing. And the color of that is going to be blue. So we're going to put a whole bunch of different blue charms, accessories, anything that I feel like will match, make the theme look cute, onto this little string of wire. Just like that, we have a cool, cute little hair clip. If you want to put it in, just put it in. And you clip it, and it'll stay. I make these whenever I get bored because it's such a peaceful task to do. It's nothing glamorous. It's nothing like aesthetic either. It's just something simple, and it's something that helps keep me grounded. When my BPD brain feels like a browser with 1,000 tabs open at once and they all just keep glitching. Instead of feeling like I have to fix everything, go fix it Felix type deal, I can sit here, be hands-on, and focus on this thing for the next hour. And it's actually crazy how time flies when you're like locked in and in the zone with this, because I be sitting here doing my little crafts and all of a sudden the day's gone. I'm like, oh wow, nice distraction, and it helps keep your brain on one thing at a time, honestly. This is just a small little thing that I do on those days where I don't really want to be perceived by people, nor do I want to talk to anyone. But I also don't want to like not be doing something productive or beneficial to myself. I don't want to do anything that's going to stunt where I am or put me back. Doing tasks to keep myself busy, keep my brain flowing, keep my hands busy, keep my mind occupied, help that creativity go. Very helpful, and it's very underappreciated. I feel like the distractions, because obviously you can only run from things for so long. Putting your mind to an actual hands-on activity and doing one thing at a time and observing mindfully can really help you slow down. For us, we have some hyperactive nervous systems that don't really know what that means. Another day of actively and intentionally engaging in a DBT skill to prepare for this upcoming holiday season, and obviously to build mastery and get better at it, because it's the goal. I want to be able to Make it a everyday routine. Make it a habit to at least try and engage in a skill daily. I hope you guys have a day that is as wonderful as you are. Thank you for hanging out with me and doing some little crafts. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe, like the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.